What's up, ladies? Hello, hello. Today we are going to chat through an awesome question by Miss Liz. And she said, if I'm doing a long workout, is it okay for me to go over my macros the day before? So let's talk through it. Make sure you are in our free Facebook group. It's called Macro Tracking and Weightlifting for Women. We give away tons of free resources. We do master classes, live videos, hard posts, all kinds of things for you guys. So make sure that you're in it. Beautiful. Okay. Also, always feel free to send me a Facebook message. I'm here to chat. I mean, honestly, whatever you need, let's just chat through it. If it's like, what am I missing in my routine? Or here's what I'm eating. Is this even right? What are my macros? Right? Feel free to shoot me a message. Let's chat about it. Okay. So um, trainers say different things because they're different people, right? Training is a lot of science and it's also a lot of art, especially when it comes to the lifestyle. So here at Queens of Iron, we really focus on long term, right? We want to teach you the methods that you can really utilize and maintain for the rest of your life, making it easy to maintain a super fit, healthy body that you love, also in a way that you enjoy lifestyle wise. So it's really teaching you weightlifting in a way that builds and shapes your body to look and feel how you want it to, not just general fitness that will always leave you being like, I feel like I should look better by now with all this work, right? So we're going to teach you strategic lifting, which is called physique shaping. That's our specialty here. Long-term healthy, sustainable nutrition, whole foods, having balance, being able to have a glass of wine, some chocolate, whatever it is, and still be able to live really healthy and fit, really energized, staying youthful, right? Whatever is important to you, but just being a very healthy, physically fit woman in again, I say a very healthy way. So that is what we teach here. That is, part of our mission statement and our purpose. And so all the perspectives that I share are standing on that belief, just long-term, healthy, fit body that you feel and look amazing in because it feels good to look good. Okay, cool. Now, the other thing that I just want to share, the more tightly you track data, just like the more tightly you track finances, the more guaranteed results you get naturally, right? There are seasons of life where you can track really tightly and it's great. There are other seasons of life where mentally it may be a little bit more challenging. Like if you're going through a divorce or if you're going through huge life changes, sometimes it can just be a lot mentally or emotionally, right? So there are a lot of different strategies. So when I say it's definitely superior for physique results and for health results to track more tightly, that doesn't necessarily mean you need to do that every season of life because we're not robots. So let's be realistic, okay? Compliance and consistency is superior to the perfect plan. Compliance and consistency is far superior to the perfect plan. Okay, which means you got to really have a lot of awareness on your habits and also know how to fix them. That's what we do with our one-on-one clients. It's like we're the ones that provide the systems, the strategies, the support to be able to change habits in a way that works for them and in a way that helps them achieve the body that they want, right? So it takes a lot of work off their plate because they have the right plan and they have help with the habit and the lifestyle development side, which is a major part of it. It's a drastically huge part of it. Okay. So here's my response to Miss Liz. If I'm doing a long workout, is it okay to go over macros the day before? I believe it is far better to have the set of macros that accommodates for your lifting routine. Meaning, if you're going over in macros, is it because you're super hungry? If you're super hungry, you feel like you're not eating enough to be fueled for your workout, you need to increase your macros rather than being like, I'm working out hard. I'm going to have a little bit more. I'm going to have an extra serving of this, or I'm going to have this food option, or I'm going to do something that I normally wouldn't, but because my workout's long, I can do this. I get that. It seems valid. But unfortunately, what happens is it's very easy to pull yourself out of a deficit because suddenly it's just, in most cases, completely untracked. and it is not wise. I would say it's more wise to develop your habits and self-discipline to fit in a set of macros so you're feeling amazing and getting the result that you want, but also learning how to stay within your macros with healthy whole foods and having some playful balance, right? Things like that is going to help train your mind and your lifestyle. This is how we live. When you do that over time, it becomes who you are. So you can eventually wean off tracking macros and you still get to maintain a super healthy, beautiful, fit body for the rest of your life. What? That seems too good to be true. Well, I'm like, it is and it isn't. It's not. It's very true. But sometimes you'll find, okay, I've pushed myself over a little bit. Like when you get to that level, oh, I'm 2 pounds up, not feeling great. No problem. I'm going to track my macros for a week. I'll be right back down, right? So it's not that you'll never track macros again. It's that you don't need to track macros to maintain your healthy, fit body. But sometimes naturally, if you start to go a little bit over, you just whip out your MyFitnessPal or whatever app again, and you start tracking again. Usually for a short period of time because you catch yourself so quickly, right? Because you're so used to feeling super comfortable that if you start to feel a little bit uncomfortable, it's like, no. Okay, pull out my food bag, let me go back down, right? But if you have the mindset of, I'm just going to have a little bit more here, I'm going to have a bite here, a lick here, a taste here, it will take you so much longer to achieve your healthy, fit, tone physique. And it will take you way longer to learn to maintain it because you never like really learned the actual parameters. It was more like a ballpark rather than like a sniper approach, right? It's like a shotgun approach rather than like a sniper approach. The sniper approach, although takes more discipline in the beginning, it leads to an easier future maintaining your healthy, fit body because you've practice the exact same habits over time, repeatedly, that then it becomes you. Whereas if you're all over the place, it's like you're going to be trying for a very long time, right? Let me know if you have questions on that. All right. So that's the first thing. Okay. Now the second thing is it's funny. I think I say this every time. I write all these notes and then sometimes my heart or whatever, it just leads me in a totally different direction. And I go with the flow because you never know what someone needs to hear, So I actually talked about a lifting routine, which it doesn't make sense now with how I'm talking about this, but I am going to add it because it's super important. So let me I hope y'all can follow my brain. I'm going to tangent for a second. We're going to talk about your lifting routine for a second. If you're changing your lifting routine, your workouts every day or every week, you're missing out on a boatload of strategy and a lot of physique results and a lot of strength results. If you're changing your workouts all the time, you're missing out on a lot of strategy, strength, and physique results. What we definitely recommend is doing the same workouts for 4 weeks at a time. Sometimes you can go to 8. For our clients, we change their workouts every 4 to 6 weeks, most of them every 4 weeks. Depends how many days a week they train. Week 1, your body is like, I don't necessarily want to say in shock, but your central nervous system is like, whoa, what are we doing? This is different, right? New stimuli, different exercises, like your body's trying to figure it out. You usually can't lift super heavy because your body is getting used to the new routine. Week 2, you're nailing down the movement patterns, which is another way to say a lift or an exercise, a movement pattern. Okay, like a squat is a movement pattern. So you're week 2, you're nailing down the movement patterns and you're like, okay, I get it. Things are feeling better now. I get it. Week 3, week 4, you're hitting PRs, personal records. You're lifting heavy. Impossible to lift the weight you can on week 4. You will never be able to lift that weight on week 1 because there's an added stressor. Week 1, it's a new set of workouts. Your nervous system is like, whoa, what's happening? There's so much going on. you don't have the same amount of energy and the word that comes to mind is know-how that you do on week 4. Because on week 4, you're like, yeah, I know exactly what we're doing in this lift today. I know exactly what my week is going to look like. I'm good. So it's like less thinking, less processing, less figuring out, and more like, no, I know the motions. I know what we're doing. Yeah, we're good. We're pushing. So then your focus can turn to, we're getting strong. What did I lift last week? Oh, yeah, we're adding 5s. What did I lift last week? We're adding 2.5s. We're adding 10s, whatever it is, right? You always want every single week, you want to increase every exercise if you can. Usually it's not every exercise, but sometimes it is, right? Always focus on increasing somehow. If you, okay, so let's say you do 4 sets of 10 shoulder press. If you did 25-pound dumbbells, 25-pound dumbbells, 25-pound dumbbells, 20-pound dumbbells, right? So set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4. So set 4, you couldn't get the 25s out, but you got the 20s. The next week, if you get 25-pound dumbbells for all 4, you hit a PR, right? You lifted more than the previous week, even though it was only 1 set. Amazing. Strength takes time, right? Find something small like that every lift, every week, okay? As much as you possibly can. Okay. There's so much more I could go into that. If you want to talk more, send me a message. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to the macros. So just as a reminder, she said, if I'm doing a long workout, is it okay to go over macros the day before? So the first thing I said is it's much better to find a set of macros that accommodates your hunger to an extent with your lifting routine so you can develop sharper habits, which makes it much easier to have it become who you are. So it's easier to maintain without as much effort. When I say somewhat of the hunger, there's going to be hunger in a deficit. Don't avoid it. Strengthen yourself from the inside through it and know that it's only for a time and it's very worth it to get to maintenance and beyond because life gets really fun and easy at that point. Okay, easier. All right, so if you're feeling super hungry, you may need higher macros, which we talked about. You may need to adjust your food quality. If you're eating less than 25 grams of fiber per day, let's say less than 22 grams of fiber per day, you have room to increase your food quality. If you're eating over 22 to 25 grams of fiber per day, but you're getting it from like high fiber tortillas, Fiber One brownies, and other fiber supplements, I also would recommend gathering awareness and asking if you have room to improve your food quality. Because what I have seen from most clients and myself as well, when our food quality is high, we have no room for those high fiber things because it blows our fiber out of the water and suddenly we're constipated. So where do we want to get our fiber? Fruits, vegetables, complex carbohydrates, right? Sweet potato, avocado, grains, tortillas even. You can still have tortillas, right? Salsa, chocolate. There's all kinds of stuff, right? Edamame, vegetables, fruit, I say again, right? So we want to be filling the majority of our foods there. Having higher fiber foods like that, it takes longer for your body to break down. So you feel fuller longer, which is amazing. Pre and post lift, it's better to have quick energy carbs, which is a low fiber carb, so your body can readily access that energy. Versus high fiber carbs, your body has to break it down longer and work harder to get that energy, but that's why you feel fuller longer. So save that for not right around your lift. So before going over in macros and before increasing macros, gather a lot of awareness around your food quality. It makes a massive difference. Okay, great. Deficits take self-discipline, but it's very worth it. All right, ladies, cool. That's all I have for you today. I love it. Again, if you want to chat more about what you're doing in your routine, where any possible holes are, and what you need to do to get to the other side and really achieve the fit, toned, strong, feminine body you love in a way you can maintain for the rest of your life because you really enjoy the lifestyle, send me a direct message. Let's chat about it. Let me know what your goals are, what you have going on, and we'll just chat through it. I love doing this for ladies, so let's talk. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Any questions you have, just comment them, and I'll reply as soon as I can. Have an amazing day. Talk to you later.